What's going on, Husker Nation? Welcome into today's episode. We've got all the intel that you need to know what's going on with Nebraska's running backs. We're going to break down each position group, all the information we've been hearing coming out of spring. Today is running backs. Before we dive into it, if you could, like the video, comment your thoughts down below as we progress throughout the video, share it around, subscribe to the channel, become a member, all of that great stuff. So now the reason why you're here is you want to know what's going on with that Nebraska running back room. Now, the clear-cut favorite is Emmett Johnson. We've been saying that for months on end, it feels like. He's clearly the number one guy. He's bulked up a lot in the offseason, too. He's added some weight to his frame, and it's good weight, too. It's not like he's just, eating a bunch of cheeseburgers or whatever. He's bulking up, adding muscle. He's up to probably in the 210-pound range. Last season, he was probably closer to that 195 to 200-pound range. And the reason why he needs to bulk up is we saw a huge trend at the end of the season when Dana Holgorsen came in. His touches increased substantially. He was clearly the guy for Dana Holgorsen's offense. So what did he do? He fed him the ball. Well, how did he do that? Well, he had 10 carries, 18 carries, 15 carries, and 16 carries in the final four games to go along with 7 catches, 6 catches, 6 catches, and 4 catches in the final 4 games. He was averaging 20.5 touches per game. So when you're getting the ball that much in the Big Ten, you need to bulk up. And that's what he did. Here's the thing with EJ too, is I think he's on pace to probably be in that same ballpark for the duration of the entire season next year. 17 to 22 touches or so per game. I think he can be the bell cow back that Nebraska needs. Last year, in what I would call very limited action outside the last 4 games, he had 908 all-purpose yards, 600 yards rushing, almost 300 yards receiving, and he had 39 receptions, which were the most by a Nebraska running back since 2007. But as Coach Holgorsen said today, you need 3 running backs, and they're looking for that third running back to emerge right now. Well, who are those guys? Because that's really what we need to know. The intel, the information on the top backups, because we really know what we're getting with Emmett Johnson. The top backup right now, in my opinion, very likely is Quinton Ives. And we've been hearing a lot about Quinton Ives for 2 years, and we've never really seen Quinton play. He's played probably 10 snaps in the 2 years he's been here, or the 3 years he's been here. He played 1 snap of meaningful action, meaning it was an important part of the game when he got that goal line touchdown against Boston College. But I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Nebraska needs a short yardage running back. And right now, it appears he's probably the best option for Nebraska. The other option would be Connor Booth, who we're going to get to here in a little bit. But Nebraska needs a guy that on 3rd and short, 3rd and goal, 2nd and short, 2nd and goal, I don't care. If it's a short yardage situation, they need a guy that can come in there, run behind his pads, and get you the yards you need to convert a first down or a touchdown. Now, the problem with Quinton Ives as a big power back potential is he's 6'3". Okay, and unless you're Derrick Henry, that's incredibly tall for a running back. So he has to learn to run behind those pads. And on top of that, he wasn't very big his first 2 years at Nebraska. He was probably in the 200 to 210 pound range. So what did he do? He understood, okay, I need to be that short yardage back for my team going forward. What does he do? He bulks up in the offseason. He's probably closer to 220 pounds right now. More than substantial enough size to be a short yardage back. And the good thing with Quinton is he has a really good blend of size and speed. So even if it is, 2nd and short, he busts one, he's got the speed to break away, but he needs to hone in on, I need to be that guy that can get us that short yardage situation. Like I said, unique blend of size and speed. Right now, Nebraska doesn't have very many big backs that are fast. Connor Booth, like I said, is maybe the other one. And I wouldn't describe Connor Booth as fast. He's probably like a 4.5 40 guy. Now, there is like substantial buzz right now with Quinton Ives, and it's not just coach speak. Granted, yes, the coaches for years on end now have been pumping up Quinton Ives, but we're starting to hear a lot more outside of the program about Quinton Ives. I think that he's starting to really put all these pieces together, and the coaches talked about it today. Coach Holgerson and EJ Barthel met with the media today. Coach Holgerson said today that Quinton Ives has been showing up this spring. He's running with better pad level, which we just talked about, especially when you're 6'3". You got to run with good pad level. He's been running very physical. He's been physical in pass protection. And Coach Holgerson flat out said when he came in, what was that, November? Yeah, October, November timeframe. He flat out said Quinton Ives was someone that they did not trust at that time. And then the bowl prep came. He scored that touchdown in the bowl game. And his confidence, Quinton Ives' confidence, has been building and building and building. And he's really carried that confidence into spring and started to kind of propel himself into being a guy that is consistently seeing the field in the running back room. Coach EJ Barthel also said today that, it's been a process for Quinton Ives learning how to be a high-level running back at the college level. He's always been an elite athlete. And maybe this is why it's taken him a little bit longer to develop. This is like your typical rural recruit. You find a guy that is an athlete, and then you train him to be a football player. And that's what they've been doing behind the scenes for the last 2.5 years. They're turning him into what they believe is going to be an elite or just a really high level running back. He's been getting more comfortable and more confident as a college running back. The thing too with a lot of these kids in that first recruiting class from Rule is, like I said, they're getting athletes and making them football players. And a lot of these kids are playing multiple positions at their high school. And so they haven't really honed in on a single spot. Or you've seen now with guys they've brought in they've been running backs or they've been wide receivers or whatever, generally speaking, the entirety of their high school career. And so they've spent time honing on that craft specifically for that position. Now, Quinton Ives has been able to do that for the last 2 years. He's starting to make his move. The other guy we talk about a lot is Mekhi Nelson. We've mentioned him plenty on this channel. He's someone that both Justin and I are very high on. I think he's going to make an impact this season. I think Justin, I don't want to speak for him, but I think Justin would agree with me as well. Mekhi Nelson has got a lot of buzz about him right now. Now, he's listed at 6 foot, 185 pounds. Granted, that's his weight from last season. He redshirted last season. He played in one game, had one carry. That was against UTEP. I would imagine just through natural strength training for the last 8 or 9 months or so, he's probably closer, if not a little above 200 pounds right now as a redshirt freshman. The one thing with Mekhi, he needs to continue to get live, high-level reps. The coaches talked about that today. And the big thing is this running back room is so young, which for them is good. From a fan standpoint, it's a little concerning because it's like, man, we have one proven guy at running back. But for them, it's good because they can rotate all of these guys, Mekhi, Jamarian, Connor Booth, Quinton Ives, etc. They can rotate these guys tons and tons and get tons of reps, whether that be in practice, scrimmages, or once fall comes around, the season starts. These guys just need more reps. And it's nothing against them. They're just young guys. They need more reps. Connor Booth, like we said, very likely, I think, see some action this year. He may take like that 4-game redshirt rule, but he has recovered insanely fast from his knee surgery after the state title game in December. I didn't think he would be ready to roll for spring, but he has been participating in spring practice, and he's playing very well from all reports that we've been able to put together. He's someone I think probably sees his action like in those early games against like Houston Christian, those teams where you're going to win by 30 or 40 points. But he has the opportunity, like Quinton Ives, to carve out a role for that short yardage back. He's, like I said, 6 foot, 220. He's probably like a 4 or 5 guy. He's not going to be a guy that breaks away and gets you 50-yard touchdowns. But if he can get you 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust every now and again, phenomenal. Plus, he's a freshman. So we've got plenty of years to develop Connor Booth. Now, the one guy that I was really high on that just got to Nebraska, Jamarian Parker, has not been practicing. He has been dealing with a lingering injury. Now, it's not anything major, so don't get concerned. But we just don't have much to report on right now with Jamarian Parker because of this non-disclosed injury. All I know is it's not a major injury. Don't be concerned. That's all I've got for today. Make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow. We are breaking down the tight ends. Thanks so much for joining me today, and have a great rest of your day.